It's like beautiful.
Facts.
I love it.
Facts. So did you start on turntables or
Yeah.
Okay.
On turntables on the Serato.
Serato,
like
SL1, like SL2, all that.
SL1,
Yeah, for sure.
I still have the SL1 box.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Bro, SL1 boxes back in the day costed like $300 to $400.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
I see them on offer
$50,
up on Craigslist,
bro.
$50.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a TTM 57
Oh my
SL
God.
mixer.
$100.
If you guys don't know what that is, that was a legendary Serato rain mixer.
my God.
Serato built
Yeah,
in
that
into this
everybody
mixer.
wanted.
Yeah. I
Everyone,
wanted it.
all the
I wanted
turntable
it
is,
so
yeah.
bad,
I remember
so
all the
bad.
club DJs know the evolution of like the
Lin
gear
Dang.
that everyone wanted from like this decade and this decade. Like, it's fuck.
DJ
Yeah.
Lin Dang had one.
And
My
now they're at
friend.
the 72, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking
holy
crazy.
shit, that's right. Damn, we're going quick on that. We're going
Right.
quick.
I feel like they have them just like waiting. Like they already made the upgrade for like the next 10 years, but they're just like slowly leaking it out. Or,
Okay.
you know, like, so whenever they're like, oh, I think they're bored of the 2000s. Let's release the 3000s, even though we already made the 10,000s. It's the microchip. You know, you just put the Pioneer microchip in your head,
Right.
and then it just plays the song that you want. Does the chops for you.
I'm down for that. I'm
Yeah,
down to get one of
right?
those.
Let's
Nah,
go.
but no bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
down.
Now you mentioned earlier in the quick hit segment that you would actually prefer Serato
Mhm.
as your like favorite DJ software, but you mentioned that but you rather just be on record box and
Right.
DJ. So like, what makes it about like? So for you, it's more when you go do live sets, more like record box gear wise, but when it comes to the actual mixing and the like the user interface, you say Serato's like
Yeah.
a really great DJ.
Yeah,
program.
in my opinion, I feel like playing at home, like on a Serato system, or playing a private party or like a wedding or something like that,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
better with Serato, because I have a computer that has like thousands and thousands of songs on it, so it's like I have a super deep library that I can tap into, versus on the USB. You know, I can only scroll through 10,000 songs so fast that freaking dial sucks. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
the biggest and most beautiful thing about Serato is the search factor. Like you can search whatever song that you want. I mean, yeah, you can be more like prepared and, you know, set up your playlist and shit like that. But for real, like if you're a real DJ, you know that you make a playlist, you start playing it, and you realize it's not what they want. And then you got to deviate from it. And then sometimes you get to go back, sometimes you don't. But it's like you got to play like a couple songs that you didn't plan on playing to bring them back in, so you could play the songs that you planned on playing, if that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Because that's what I learned the hard way early on. Like when I used to do, like, an Animal could tell you, Turn Thursdays. I did Turn Thursdays, and Animal did a couple of those. And that's when I was playing EDM trap, like, and I would clear the dance floor. It's like a complete circle. Like they were all twerking and getting down to Lil Jon and YG, literally the song before that I was playing, and then I mix into like some RL grime, fucking like, boop, 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 you know, like, yeah, exactly, right, yeah, exactly, like that, you know, like the original like EDM trap shit, like, you know, just the bells and shit like that. Yeah, right. And it's funny because they all love it now, but it's like I was playing it back then, and like people would be like, "What the fuck is this?" And I would literally see their face; they were so confused.
Right.
Like they're like, "Well, what is this one? And why are you playing it too?" But like I said, I was trying to freaking feed it to them. They didn't know that they needed it. Now they all love it. You know.
I think social media had a big hand in that, because
Right.
people were able to see what the fuck actually happened at festivals
Yeah.
and EDM events, and they were
Right.
like, "Oh shit, that would be cool for the gram." And then people just started doing it for the gram,
Yeah.
and then it became a big old
Damn.
like culture into it, you know.
Right.
So shout out social media, but at the same time,
Yeah.
you know,
For tainting it, you know?
a
It,
little
like-
bit, a little bit.
Right. Well, I was recently watching one of these videos. My boss at the office job that I do, he used to throw parties like in Miami and shit like that. And he was showing me one of his old videos from his party. And he used to like book like Cedric Gervais and like Benny Benassi and people like that. but he was showing me this video, and he was like, look, like, he's like, those are the golden days. Like, he's like, look, like, these people are just all having a good time. And I noticed nobody had a cell phone. And like, dude, I wanted to like cry. I was like, that's why they're having so much fun. Everybody, two hands. Or you have a drink in the one hand and then you're waving with your other hand. There was no cell phone. Everybody was in their bikini having a great time. Like, not on their phone filming, in the moment. Like, it's like, that's what it was for me when I got into music. I wasn't filming, every drop and shit like that. I was like there, like paying attention to it. So it's just, I feel like it's sad that people would rather document it than like just be in the moment.
I get, you know what? To touch on that, I agree with you in the sense of like, I feel like maybe people should just kind of put the phone away and just really observe and really take in like everything that's happening.
Yeah, because you're
really,
like half-ass fucking getting it, or your memory of it is you looking at your phone at the DJ. Like, that's the memory in your head.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Like, I just think that's weird, and it's so disconnected. I don't know.
No, I know. Let's get deep, but because I do feel that way as well. But I will say that, maybe when they do that, like they get some sort of like satisfaction like that fills them in. Like, it's, for them, that's like their
the sense of inclusion.
Experience.
Like, I'm here, and like, I understand that sharing your experience with other people, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it from my perspective because I don't want to film because that's what I feel like I would do it for, if that makes sense. So that's not the way that they're doing it, but that's my perception of why they're doing it, if that makes sense.
Got you.
So maybe I'm just overthinking it.
No,
you're right. But to think of it in a different perspective, I know a lot of like, there's a lot of famous people that do shows or like parties like that where you can't come in if you bring your phone in, because they don't want the online media looking at everything they're doing.
Exactly.
So like, I feel like if you're at that point, like you could get to that, but like you really have to be one of them, be that guy to be pulling that off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's a way better vibe, and like, it's better to experience it that way, not even having to check up on anything, just be in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you leave the house and nobody can get in contact with you. Isn't that crazy? Like, I mean, your beeper or whatever. Like, shit. It's just like, that's why sometimes I want to throw the phone away, but it's like needed now. Like, you need it. It's connected. It's like, I feel anxious when it's not in my hand.
It's pretty much a body part at this point.
I know, right?
Because when you don't have it, it's like missing limbs.
Exactly, right. I wonder how many texts I've gotten.
That's why, like, a lot of people say, bro, we don't need microchips. We already have one.
Yeah,
in our
exactly.
hand,
right. Yeah, this is my GPS tracking system right here. 100%. 100%.
So, talking about like festivals, I mean, not only were you DJing, you were also doing, doing promoter work. I'm not too sure specifically what your role was, but like, most likely just like promoter role, like helping out with the White Rabbit group. Like, how was that experience? And awesome. I actually wanted to ask, like, I'm not too sure if you worked with event companies before that, but why White Rabbit group? Because I know like around this time, actually, what time was when you got into White Rabbit group?
I would say like 4 or 5 years ago.
That like 2015, 2016?
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of like companies in this area, like LA area,
right,
Inland Empire area. They're doing like events the scale of them. So like, what made you want to go over to White Rabbit group, right? White Rabbit group, and be like, yeah, like this is where I want to, help out, build the scene and like really, get more involved, like with the behind the scenes work of things.
Well, I'm not here to like talk shit about other companies or anything like that, but I had a bad like I'm not gonna go into it or like name names or anything. But I had a bad experience with LA promoter, and after that I was like, screw this, I'm gonna try and find something more legit. And I don't know, it was just like more like a pay to play type of thing. And he really didn't even care if like you bought your own tickets type shit. He was just like, you need to sell 10 tickets to play, and if you don't, then you won't play here again. And then if say you sold the 10 tickets and then some other guy sold 11, they would switch your slot time and like put him on. Like I got my main stage slot time pulled. I sold like 24 tickets or something like that, and I still got my main stage slot time pulled, and I like got put in like some like side room where like nobody was. But then when I started playing, I fucking pulled a crowd, and there was a shit ton of people in
That's
there
the
by
difference
the time
right
that
there.
I finished. And I was like, fuck you. That's how I felt. And after that, I was like, I'm never doing a show with this guy again because he underestimated me. So, and maybe he didn't underestimate me, and maybe that other guy was just bitching about like, I don't know the logistics or exactly what happened, but I just felt like I got fucked over, and I'm not in the business of getting fucked over. So, I was dating this girl, and she, I don't know how. I think she saw it on like Facebook or something like that, and it was just it was a White Rabbit like promoter thing, like, oh, calling all OC DJs, like come out. And she knew like how like upset I was about the other thing, because I really wanted to do it. So she was like trying to help me like find something else. So I heard about the White Rabbit group thing, and then I bought a ticket for one of their shows, and I went to the show. It was at Ellipsis, that like little basement.
Oh yeah, right there. It's not. It's
Next
right by
to the
where
Yoast.
the Yoast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got to. I don't think it was White Rabbit Group, but I got to play there for when they were doing like some EDM events there. Like I was like 2016, but yeah, that was a pretty cool little spot though. I like the vibe, like underground vibe, like last night.
So I went to a show there, and when I was leaving, this guy gave me a ticket for like the next show that was coming up. I think it was Uzi or something like that. And I just asked him, I was like, are you like, you work for White Rabbit? And he was like, yeah. He was like, we just like pass out flyers. We give people free tickets, like to come to the shows. And I was like, do you DJ? So I just like started inquiring, asking him questions, and he was like, oh, like if you're interested, like you can come to one of the meetings. So I went to one of the meetings, and then I just like kind of progressed from there. I started out literally like that, like going and like passing out flyers at the end of shows, and now like I'm the HR of like all of the promoters for White Rabbit. We're not doing shows so much down here in California right now. They're based in Washington because the owner and CEO moved up there, and he's like freaking blown up. He's doing big shows up there. Look up Distortion, DST.
That's the branch they started out there, right? That's what's up. Yeah, I've been seeing that. So, they're getting a lot of headliners out there.
Yeah, and he has pull. Like he can book anybody. So also, if you ever want a certain headliner that you feel like is out of reach, let me know, and then I can get him to contact them and work out a price.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
So
we'll like to play Seattle show out there.
Yeah. Me too. Dude, yeah, maybe they fly us out. How about
that? Hey, if we manifest it,
I know, right?
You know, we manifest it.
Exactly.
We keep on working hard. Yeah. We got to keep on working hard.
We'll have one of those clips one year from now, and then we'll be, play back to back there.
Hey, honestly, that shit happens a lot more than you think. Like I'm pretty sure you've said so much. Hey, I'm gonna do this, and you don't even realize you fucking did it already. Done it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. It's a mindset, baby. But yeah, so hopefully we start doing shows down here again, but it's just hard with the whole COVID thing, and then I feel like it's saturated because people are all trying to like get a piece of the pie because everything shut down during COVID. So like people stopped, right? And then it was like it's up to you to like kind of hop on what venues are open and available. And I feel like it was better move that we didn't try and fight for like one of the venues that's opening up or whatever, because now there's just like all these little small promoter companies that are throwing stuff there, and it's good for them. Yeah, like they need to start somewhere, but if we're already doing good in a certain market, there's no point in like putting your money somewhere else where
you won't even, you don't know the results.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then on top of that, it's just like it's just like we're just unsure of what's gonna happen. Like maybe once everything fully opens back up again, like, but I think like Insomniac is like part owner in Time now. Time nightclub. That's like the biggest club in OC. And then like all of the smaller spots are like just like smaller companies. Like my buddies at Synergy. And then like Bro Dog Man Dude.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
Morelia, you know Morelia?
Oh, I know Morelia. Yeah,
Morelia.
I'm familiar with the project.
Yeah, Morelia and Boondock are friends of mine, and they have a duo that's called Bro Dog Man Dude, and they do like
Bro Dog Man Dude.
Yeah, Bro Dog Man Dude. Exactly. I like it. But they have like these little like underground parties where like they do like footwork and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like invite only type of stuff, but like they throw those in OC. They're like after hours types of things and stuff like that.
Right,
So
got you.
I just feel like those are like the things that are happening in the OC area right now. But
and Wasted. Shout out Wasted.
Yeah, Wasted. I mean, Wasted's always been there,
Yeah, and they're in Texas. They're in San Francisco.
Yeah.
They're coming up.
What's your evaluation on low end? I'm actually very curious because like you here talking about this. I'm actually now very curious of like what would be your evaluation as to like what I'm doing with the low end project.
One more shout out, Ace. Ace is doing shows in OC too. All you can eat.
All you can eat. Okay. Yeah.
AYCE. But I love low end. I like what you're doing out here, and I like all of the people that come to the shows because everybody seems super friendly. Nobody like seems like too cool for each other. I got a lot of hugs yesterday. It's beautiful. Like everybody's super friendly. It's like a big family. So it's cool for you to have that type of support system, because you're obviously doing work for the community, and it's cool to have that type of support from those types of people, because it's cool that they're actually legit and like they actually care, and they're not just doing it because like they see like a way to take advantage of you like doing this. You know what I mean? Like they're like
for a fatter wallet. You feel me?
Right. Okay, cool. I was like, I hope that comes out right.
No, I got you. No, man, like with doing shows at low end, man, like I never put myself like in that position of like, oh, I'm always gonna be DJing every event. Right. I always like try to find ways to always showcase other people, that definitely want to start getting that experience. That are putting in the work, either they're doing really good ass work in DJing, putting out music production,
right.
And I try to keep it all local too, because when it comes to community, I always want to see like all the locals, because like in the community, Inland Empire specifically, Riverside, Mobile area, like I feel like the community, like you said, like you were getting a bunch of hugs, like everyone didn't seem like too cool to be like talking to each other.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about the community, and like I just I love what I see every time there's a low end show happening.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you came out and played, and I'm glad that you had an experience like that, bro. Because I've had my experiences of like working with other promoters, and dude, shitty.
Yeah.
Like shitty experiences, bro.
Right.
And like, and I think that's what's helped me out. Like, be very transparent and like be very like.
You didn't like that feeling, so you want to like make sure that you don't make anybody else feel like that.
So I could relate to the DJs, or I can relate. Like, I came in there like as an attendee and like DJing, but now like now doing the shows, like getting more behind the scenes,
right?
All this stuff, like I could definitely relate and like, you know, understand frustrations when DJs bring up this and DJs bring up that. So
Yeah.
I can hear them out, and like a lot of these promoters that are just there for the bag, like they don't give a
Right.
fuck. Fuck
Yeah,
you, like
exactly.
like you said. Oh, you sold 15 tickets, but
Right.
Homeboy just sold 17. So yeah, fuck
exactly.
you. You're
Right.
not main stage, side patio.
Exactly.
And like they don't give a fuck. But
And
for me, I can't
but
do
it
that.
it also makes sense to them because they don't understand because they've never been in the DJ's shoes.
No, right.
You know what I mean? So it's like it also like you can't really blame them if that's what they've only been exposed to. But
I get what you're saying.
yeah, but you know, people are still also shitty.
But yeah, no, there's no excuse to be
But
shitty.
people,
You feel me?
here's the thing though too is like I feel like there's two ends of the spectrum with the entertainment industry. There's the artists and there's the people trying to make the money off of the artists because they can't fucking make art themselves.
They're like the middleman, pretty much.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's like the middleman has to do some shady shit in there
Right.
in order for them to get paid somehow.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's like, what are you really doing, sir? You're taking my information and you're spreading it around. And why? I mean, you know, yeah, I can't spread it around, so I understand. I should pay you for that, but you shouldn't be taking half of what I'm making. You know, when I'm the one that's putting the blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Yeah, unless like they're a good promoter and they're really doing the work.
Yeah.
You know,
100%. Yeah, if I don't have to promote it all, I don't have to sell no tickets, you know, then just pay me my flat fee and let's go. Like, you know, I don't care how much money you're making off the tickets, like as long as I'm getting paid what I feel like I should be paid.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you had that experience, bro.
I like low end. I like y'all.
Thank you,
You're
man.
my friend.
And I love White Rabbit Group.
Yeah. I
Like
do
straight
too.
up, like
Big facts.
big shout out to Eddie.
Yeah.
You know, big shout out to
Eddie.
everybody. Big shout out to
Eddie got tweets.
Eddie got tweets. Go ahead and
Eddie
follow
Eddie
him.
on the internet. Eddie on the internet.
I remember when I went to my first White Rabbit Group, bro. It was fuck. I forgot who it was. It was Dr. P, I believe.
Dr. P.
Yeah, it was Dr. P, and dude, I fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
The drive from Marina Valley, like
Yeah.
it was like a 40-50 minute drive.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it could be 30, but
Right.
dude, it was worth the drive.
fast enough.
It was worth the drive, bro. The minute
Yeah.
I was 18, I was like, nah, dude, let's go start getting to the shows.
Right.
Start
Yeah.
getting to the shows, and I remember Mark, another one of our homies, he would always come with me, and
AKA Segura.
Segura, and shout out Segura, miss you, bro.
Hey.
We'd always go to the Yost Theater and catch all these acts, bro. And it was always White Rabbit Group, like
Right.
throwing these shows. And I was always impressed because everyone there really fucked with the genre of the
Yeah,
night or
exactly.
whatever the theme of the night was.
Right.
And it was just my people. And again, I'm from Moreno Valley. And for those who don't know what Moreno Valley is, it's like right next to Riverside and Inland Empire. And there's no dance music shows happening in that
Nah.
area. So it was really hard for me to attend a show nearby. So like you mentioned earlier in the podcast, driving out to LA or driving out to Orange County, or anywhere else, like more than
Did you ever
40,
go
50
to the
minutes.
Hudson?
Nah.
No. Okay. Too
Nah.
young.
I was
Okay.
I remember I was in middle school.
I went to the Hudson.
I had
and
some,
Pharaoh's. They had
Pharaoh-
raves at Pharaoh's Lost Kingdom.
I always hear
remember
about
that.
this shit.
I remember that. I think
I always thought that was myths.
so my parents were fucking young, right?
Yeah.
I think I remember my parents trying to go there
Uh-huh.
and they thought we could go with because it was at the fucking kingdom thing, right?
Yeah.
So they tried to walk in and we couldn't get in.
it was a rave.
Yeah.
Like there was people like just popping Molly and just going crazy there, man. I don't think Molly was like the cool thing. I think people just wanted to eat those pressed pills.
Oh, the
Freaking-
Pokeballs.
Yeah, the Pokeballs. Yeah, the
Pokeballs. I
triple
remember.
stack Pokeballs and shit like that. Jesus
Bro, I remember I was in a
Christ,
soccer
man.
team in 7th grade. I was 12 years old, bro, middle school.
Mhm.
I remember I was at a soccer practice and I had a teammate. I'm not gonna disclose the name. I had a teammate and I remember he came to practice and he was like already raving, bro. We're 13, bro.
Yeah.
I guess he had a big brother that he go to all
Yeah.
these underground raves. I remember he pulled up to practice with a Pokeball.
Oh my
He pulled up with a
god.
Pokeball. He took it he took half of that shit, bro. He took half of
Before
that shit.
practice?
Yeah, before practice.
Damn,
it
he
was
was
a
lit.
2-hour practice. So
He
he was
was
like cool for
lit,
like
bro.
he was cool the first 30 minutes, but after that, like he was just like he was scoring goals.
Yeah.
He was scoring goals, but
I'd be scared of his ass. That's a badass little kid.
bro, like dude, this guy was this guy was a little troublemaker.
That's right.
Hey, but he was he was a sick ass soccer player. Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, but I remember that back in those days. I wasn't able to attend these shows, but like I've always just been very familiar, and I always had like my cousins like go
Yeah, yeah.
like
You'd
Animal
hear about it.
go, and they always
Yeah.
tell me like, oh yeah, like this is like where it's at, like this
Yeah,
is
man.
the type of music.
Shout out the Goonies, DJ Rowdy
Ooh,
A.
hey, and shout out Travieso.
Yeah, Travesso. Wasn't he was in the Goonies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know the other person, but
yeah.
but yeah.
Shout out the Goonies. Shout out Travesso. That's tight. I forgot that he was in the Goonies.
Yeah, if you want to know a little bit more about that, check out our past episode with Travieso. He talks a little bit about that there.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Goonies are sick. They're
Yeah.
like one of the fucking DJs
Dude.
that were like, I would listen to their mixes and I was
House. They were making house before anybody was making house. It's so funny because it's like, I feel like if they had come out, I would say like 3-4 years ago, they would have been huge, you know, like because of the tech house like explosion. And they were just coming out with that shit like way before their time, like, you know, before it was hype or whatever. It was just like, I was also listening to Codes back then too. And Codes is huge now. Like I listen to Codes and the Goonies and like AC Slater and Afrojack and Fake Blood.
Fake Blood, yeah.
Fake Blood's sick, bro. I saw him play once. That was like one of the coolest shows. For me, I was like really into like going and seeing DJs. Like I saw Bloody Beetroots, I would say like 4 or 5 times. Like in their entire transition too, like when they turned into like the Death Crew 66 or whatever.
Yeah.
I went to that show where he's like all in leather. It was like, fuck, I don't know, man, they're sick. I love them. Bloody Beetroots. Shout out Bob Refo. Oh yeah. You just got me nostalgic right now, you know?
This was all about, bro.
Yeah.
This was all about. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the viewers and listeners are getting nostalgic.
Yeah.
And you know, I like these type of moments in the podcast where, you know, we can get that connection. We can take ourselves back to that moment. And like sometimes we don't really like get that experience because we're not talking about it. But once you start talking about it, it takes you back to that place.
I remember.
Like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, this is a very, I really like this interview, by the way, because you're making me feel nostalgic about like why I started doing this in the first place. So it's like a good reminder, you know, because sometimes you forget about why you started doing it in the first place.
Yeah, sometimes you just get caught up in the hustle sometimes and you don't even realize like, fuck, like
I'm just playing another party. Like that's how it feels like sometimes, but
yeah, and I remember when I just listened to music, not even go out type shit, you know? And I'm like, fuck, now this is what it led to. You would never
progress so much. Yeah. Well, like he was saying, like, you know, you start taking on all these different hats. You love, you know, this music so much that you just want to be around it. So it's like, even if you're not DJing, you know, you promote or you're going as a fan or you're backstage or you're supporting your friend or like this shit envelops you. Like once you really get into it, like, and you figure out that this is what like this, it's an entire lifestyle. Like,
yeah,
when I was like really going ham on this shit before the pandemic, I was going out every single day of the week. I was out every single night. I think except for Monday, like what the hell happens on Monday, but I was out every single night, either networking, passing out cards, promoting show, like, because like you said, we would always have somebody good playing at White Rabbit Group. So it's like, is it easy sells? Like, yeah, we have Dr. Fresh, or we have AC Slater, or we have freaking Flosterdamus.
My favorite show was the
Flux Pavilion.
The
Flux Pavilion was tight.
Grills.
Oh my god,
Grills,
that
bro.
was a sick ass show,
dude. I remember that during that show, it was like
a back to back show, right?
Yeah.
Everybody all went back to back. That show was gnarly.
Dude, Twong Team, bro.
Yeah.
God damn, that was when Trap and like Twerk was like all that shit, dude.
Well, that was what was cool about White Rabbit too, is that when we would have our meetings, they would ask us what DJs we would want to get booked, and it's smart to ask the promoters because obviously we're the ones that are telling people to come to the show. But we know, you know, who's coming out with dope ass music and shit like that because we're on the cusp of it, because we're listening to it and we're DJing, we're trying to download the newest songs and stuff like that. So it's cool because you get to like expose these artists to people that would never like think to go and watch them on their own, just because they trust your judgment. You know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, like I know that he likes good music. He plays good music. So obviously he's going to go to a show where they're playing good music. It's like, I'm not going to take you somewhere where it sucks.
Yeah.
Why would I go?
I'm gonna stay home.
So, yeah, exactly. I listen to my own crappy music. That 8-bar loop that I can't finish on Ableton.
Oh, so you're on Ableton.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I love White Rabbit Group. Yeah, big shout out to the whole team, man. Big shout out. Yeah, I can't wait till they come back.
Yeah.
I miss Matinee, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was 13 when I went to Matinee. I saw Joaquin, Royal Ridge, Artistic,
Paparazzi.
We are kids, was it?
We are.
I forgot who they are, but dude, I saw Jules, half of a GTA.
Yeah,
this is when
I know what
Jules,
you're talking about.
This is when Jules,
Yeah.
So Matinee, the way the layout was, you had main stage, which was like the electro, the house, like the main shit.
Yeah.
Then you got the second room where like it was like more indie EDM, EDM like twerk,
sometimes Moomba.
Moomba. Or actually, yeah. And actually, I think it might have been the third room. So yeah, the third room was more experimental, and then the second one was a bit more, I want to say like dubstep-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. I was 13.
I know
I
what
remember.
you're talking about.
And after that, bro, I was like, this is my.
That was like Pomona. They used to have those shows.
Yeah, Fox Theater, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit would get packed all the time, man. I miss that shit, bro. Like I don't know what happened.
All ages parties are crazy, man.
And that was an all ages party, bro.
all ages parties are crazy.
They had
I
me
feel like going to all ages parties, the younger you are, the cooler you are, because the older you are, the more creepy you are.
Big facts.
They handed me a Mad Dog 2020.
Oh my god, MDs suck. That just brings back horrible memories. Sounds like hot vodka from your friend's backpack in high school.
Damn. Yeah, let me get a taste of your water bottle. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. What the fuck? What's in here?
That's not water. No, that's not water. Yeah, they don't tell you either. They let you drink it and they're like, that's not water. Like, that's not water. Damn it. That's funny.
Fuck, man. So before I conclude this recording, bro, I wanted to see what's going on with you these upcoming weeks, upcoming months. You got any music releases coming out? You got some shows you're gonna be playing?
Yeah, I have speaking of OC stuff, I'm gonna start working with these guys at this club. It's called Legacy OC, and they want me to run the patio. So they were asking like if I he was at first asking me if I wanted to play the entire night. He was like, you want to play on the patio? I was like, from what time? He was like 9 to 2. And I was like, what? I was like, well, like I could probably do it realistically.
No, yeah, you could.
I've definitely played like over 20 hours before.
Fuck, damn.
Yeah, just like, you know, those times when you're just freaking like partying, like I did it at my friend's pool party. We partied literally like all day all night until the morning, and it was like. He was like, "Are you gonna stop playing?" I was like, "Should I?" I was like, "Dude, I've been playing for an entire day, and I didn't play one song twice. Like it was insane." But yeah. So yeah, I can definitely play an 8-hour set. So, but yeah, he was telling me that he wants me to do that. That's October 9th. October 9th would be the first one, and then I think there's a following one. I think October 24th. I believe it's a Saturday. So that's show wise. Other than that, like I have the Tiki boat that I help my buddy with, DJ Bones, and then the homies at Kraken. So definitely come out to that. I'll be there. I won't be playing, but I'll be there. So that's a cool party. And then come to my party that I'm throwing. And then music wise, I'm trying to like finish this album. I would say it's an album.
Okay.
Yeah. 9 tracks. I think that's an album.
What kind of album is it?
It's like house and trap put together. I don't know. We'll see exactly what makes the cut, but I have like some selections, and then I have a couple of songs that I need to start and finish. I just have like the idea for it. You know, you like write down like a certain theme or a vibe or lyric or whatever. So that, and I have an EP set to release with a record label called Deep in Heat Records. They're like I don't know if you probably haven't heard of them, but they're
haven't,
like blowing up on not Spotify. I was just supposed to say Spotify. Beatport. Like they have like a bunch of Beatport #1 hits. So I'm hopefully can get some of that clout, I guess.
Oh,
but
yeah, no,
yeah,
get
so,
the clout.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be my first like release through a record label. So I'm just waiting on the release date. They said that it's gonna be sometime this year, and that was in March. So he's like staying up to date with me and just like keeping me updated, and then I'll let you guys know when I have an actual release date. But that's set to release. It's Slow House.
Slow House. That's the name of the album?
Well, no, that's like the genre.
The genre.
I would
okay.
say it is.
Got you.
Like it's house music, but it's just like really low and slow. Like it's not shit that you've heard before. I would say it's like house bass music at like 110 BPM.
Oh, okay.
But it's still 4 on the floor, so that's why I call it house. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
all right.
It's not like 110 trap or something.
Like some Kaytranada shit. Like
yes,
yeah,
yes,
okay. Sure,
that would be close. But he's just more funky. I can't be Kaytra. I'll never be Kaytra.
I saw Kaytra at Hard Summer. It was cool.
He's dope, man.
I like his music.
I love his music. I played a bunch of his music when I played the Tiki Boat last time. Because he's just vibes, bro. That tribal tiki shit. I love it.
Dude, it's Kaytranada Boiler Room set. Always fucking.
I know. He's the best, man. He's super good. That Boiler Room set gets promoted to me like more than anything on YouTube. It's like always sitting there like in my, you might like this. Like I've seen it so many times. Like,
and we always click it. Awesome,
that's
bro.
funny.
Well, yeah, man. Well, anyone can just go ahead and follow Hungryboy as well, right there at Not Hungryboy. Yeah. That's everywhere, all throughout all your
Not
socials, right?
Hungryboy. Yeah, follow that one. I think on Twitter I'm Hungryboy Music. So just either look up Not Hungryboy or Hungryboy Music.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure to put the information in the
Hungryboy.
description too. I'll put the link in there.
Yeah,
as well.
I have a bunch of stuff on SoundCloud. Check that out. That's probably where like most of my music stuff is because I have a lot of uncleared remixes, copyrighted material, so I can't put it on Spotify or shit like that. But I do have some stuff on Spotify. I'm gonna start putting more stuff on there just through because I have DistroKid. So, but I have like a rap album that I did with my buddy that like we just never put up on streaming that I just need to put up on there. I have a lot of stuff that I need to do. Let's just leave it at that.
All right. Hey, well, thanks for coming through to the Spotlight podcast.
I appreciate you,
boy. Yeah, I appreciate you. And once again, great ass set last night.
Oh yeah,
everyone enjoyed it, bro.
I can't wait until I'm back.
Yeah, actually, I recorded the set too.
Did you really?
Yeah, I don't know if you looked. I don't know if you looked at the.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Hell yeah!
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm so hyped. Look, my eyes are watering right now. I'm hyped because I never fucking film my sets, or film. I never record my sets, just because like. I don't know.
It could be a lot of tedious work.
But
to be honest,
yeah. But no, I'm stoked. I'm hella stoked.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, like,
oh my god,
I got there, put the laptop. Dude, I can even show you real quick. Like, I got the hard drive on me. Like,
that's
you can
awesome.
see it real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, I definitely need my hands on that, and everybody needs to hear that shit. Just because I swear, everybody was 4 different people came up to me literally as I was walking off stage, and they're saying, "When are you playing again?" I was like, "I just played, dude." Like,
I think I'm gonna start doing that, bro, because like, I have noticed. A lot more that people really want to like go back to those nights and like them hearing that particular set, like it definitely like just takes them back to that place. And like if it was a great night, they're gonna be able to constantly have that access to like reflect
exactly
and be able to.
And it's good for the DJ too because like I said, like I would love to record my sets, but like it's just tedious.
We got
sometimes.
video, we
or
got audio.
Sometimes you play at a certain place and they won't allow you to record. Like it's part of like the their tech writer.
Oh,
like you can't record, like you can't plug shit in because I think what they think is that you're gonna try and record the headliner's set or something like that. But yeah, now I'm just rambling about just random facts that I know. Cheers.
Yeah, bro, I got you. Yeah, so that's gonna be coming out on the Lucid Temple channel. So make sure to stay tuned, let your friends know, because I'm telling you, the set. I'm not just bullshitting. Like, you got to check the set out. So it's going to be coming out soon. Just stay subscribed, tell your friends, leave a like on the video. Make sure you to follow us at Lose the Tempo. Once
Lose the
again,
tempo.
yeah, follow Not
And
Hungryboy right
follow
there.
Lose the Tempo and Husky. He's cool.
And Zion Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that? How about you follow all of us? Ugh. Follow all of us. All right.
It's goddamn. It's 5 seconds. It's free.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
free.
It's free, right?
Hey, this
Yeah,
is hey,
exactly.
hey, things are expensive nowadays.
What do you do?
To follow us, it's free.
Like
Free.
and subscribe. Turn your notifications on.
the bell.
That
the
ring
bell
bell
button. Yeah.
Ring that bell.
Yeah. Ring that bell button. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Spotlight
Internet
podcast.
land.
Lose the Tempo. YouTube, SoundCloud.
Let's go.
Peace.